As always, please retry the question, reading the relevant passage before watching the video. There's only one thing you need to know to be able to answer this question, and that is what is the WTD for placement questions? And the WTD for placement questions is look for the hook. Look for the hook. Uh, we sometimes do different WTDs for placement questions. This is the most useful WTD. It's the oldest WTD that we have. If it doesn't work, we have other ones that also work, but this one works really well in this question. So the hook. So I'm going to give you an example of what a hook might look like. Terrified, comma, he ran the other way. Terrified, comma, he ran the other way. So ask yourself, what is the hook in that sentence? And the hook is going to be the thing that tells us what comes before or after a sentence, or some hint as to what must come before or after a sentence. So again, terrified, comma, he ran the other way. So what in that sentence tells us what must come before or after? The answer is terrified. Since that word is the start of it, we know whatever must comes before the sentence must be what terrified him. All right. However, the hook isn't always in the sentence you are considering. And so one of the dead giveaways, the hook in this is actually in sentence two. There, a woman without sheet music or traditional concert attire played an old piano. Right now, where that sentence is, where sentence two is, not the sentence in question, the there is, we don't know where there is. Because if you look at sentence one right now, jostling with the crowds on a busy city morning. So we don't know where he is right now. But if we move answer three or sentence three right in front of it, what I thought must be coming from a storefront speaker turned out to be drifting from the city square. So the city square is the there, which is being referred to in sentence two. So sentence two must come after sentence three. And so that is going to be where it belongs, which is after sentence one, which would place it in front of where sentence two is right now. So that'll be answer H. And so if this made sense to you, please go ahead and add it to your worksheet. Write out what you learned along with the answer and continue on to the next placement question that you miss on this test. If this is a final placement question that you miss on this test, please go ahead and do the mastery for placement questions until you get 10 questions correct in a row.